Black Ops Cold War is set during the early 1980s. Its campaign follows CIA officer Russell Adler as he pursues an alleged Soviet spy, Perseus, whose stated goal is to subvert the United States and tilt the balance of power toward the Soviet Union. And before you ask, no, I definitely did not copy and paste that from Wikipedia. Hello everyone, my name is the Pillsbury Doughboy, and today we're going to be recapping the events of Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, in preparation for Black Ops Cold War. This video will only be recapping Black Ops 1, so keep an eye out for a recap in Black Ops 2. Call of Duty Black Ops takes place in the 1960s. The campaign follows CIA operative Alex Mason. You wake up feeling very disoriented and blinded by the lights. You find yourself being interrogated and questioned by an unknown assailant.
What's your name?
Fuck you!
Where were you born?
Kiss my ass!
After the interrogator mentions the Bay of Pigs, it triggers a flashback.
Let's start at the beginning. Cuba, 1961, the Bay of Pigs. We know you were there.
April 17th, 1961. The flashback places us in a Cuban bar. Your team consists of Sergeant Frank Woods and Chief Petty Officer Ice Cube.
Bowman! You fucking son of a bitch!
After receiving intel from the bar owner, Carlos, the team is made and fights their way to the plantation where Fidel Castro is currently hiding. You hop in a car, get shot at, and feel like a complete badass. Carlos and his men give the signal to attack. Mason, Woods, and Bowman proceed to move in towards the target. After seeing Woods and Bowman Assassin's Creed kill a few enemies, Mason gets jealous and wants to join the fun. After an intense firefight, Woods and Mason successfully assassinate Castro and link back up with Bowman to leave the country via plane. After more than a few close calls, they finally make it to the plane and live happily ever after. Except the runway is being blocked by a line of vehicles and doesn't give the plane enough runway to take off. Mason thinks quick,
I'm fast as fuck, boy,
and makes a beeline for an enemy ZPU to clear the runway. Mason was successful in his attempt to save his team. However, he was captured immediately after. After coming to, he sees Castro is still alive.
You killed a double.
And that his new buddy has plans for him.
I have plans for you, American.
October 6th, 1963. You've been a resident in the calming Russian prison, Vorkuta, for well over 2 years now. You receive a warm welcome from a familiar face, Viktor Reznov. After getting socked in the face, you lay one right back on him, but he really hits you where it hurts when he says this.
You hit like a child!
Ouch. But don't worry, this is all part of the plan. After pulling a fast one on a guard, Mason helps Reznov to his feet, and the plan begins. It's an 8-step business plan that is completely concrete.
This is step 1! Security!
Running out of the tunnels, you run into Sergei.
Allow me to introduce Sergei Kozin, the monster of Megadon.
I'm glad you're a friend, Sergei.
Yes, me too. Arriving at the elevator, you are ready to begin Step 2. After Sergei's audition for Scariest Man Alive, the prisoners proceed to Step 3.
Rain fire!
While you run upstairs to finish off the remaining guard towers, Reznov gets on the intercom to rally the inmates, establishing Step 4.
Unleash the Horde.
Everything seems to be going perfect. But, oh no, there's a helicopter. Luckily, it's all part of the plan. Step 5.
You heard the winged beast!
After step 5 is completed, you run to complete step 6. On your way, the gate starts to close. However, Sergey is a trooper, and he holds that shit open for you. Unfortunately, he gets clapped. Rest in peace, Sergey.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Now we need to get into the armory.
Step 6.
Wield a fist of iron! This way!
Step 7, my personal favorite. Wow, that was a great action scene.
Here, guys!
Wow, way to ruin the fun. When all hope seems lost, Reznov shows you 2 motorcycles, starting step 8.
Freedom.
After the most batshit crazy motorcycle ride I've ever seen, with the most accurate shotgun known to man,
Hurry, Mason!
you hop onto a truck, get shot at, and feel like a complete badass.
Go, Mason! Go!
Does Reznov make it?
For you, Mason! Not for me! Reznor!
November 10th, 1963. Mason arrives at the Pentagon with his new handler, Jason Hudson, also a CIA operative. Secretary McNamara briefs Mason on the current world situation on their way to meet the president.
When do I kill him?
We're lucky to have you back, Mason.
The interrogator narrates that everyone in the Pentagon was keeping a close eye on him in case he had been brainwashed from his time in Vorkuta.
We were watching you the whole time.
Mason explains that he felt something gnawing at him, some kind of urge.
I felt something gnawing at me.
President JFK tells Mason to kill Dragovich and disrupt any plans he may have.
We are in grave danger from the communists. Our freedom, our very way of life is at risk. Dragovich. I'm told that you are the very best that we have. Anywhere. You will need to be. Mr. Mason, take care of it.
November 17th, 1963. Dragovich is working with a Nazi group who co-opted with the Russians after World War II. Mason and his team are ordered to sabotage the Soviets' long-range missile program. However, a double agent known as Grigory Weaver had been compromised, captured, and tortured. The team now had a secondary objective: save Weaver. They save him. Mason and his team continue to the primary objective. Unfortunately, they arrive too late and the launch is initiated. With little time to improvise, Mason fires a guided missile at the rocket, blowing it up before it could reach the atmosphere.
Oh, shit!
Debris comes crashing down on the facility, causing many casualties.
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
But it's okay, because they're Nazis. Mason is determined to find and kill Dragovich and his second-in-command, Kravchenko. They see Dragovich's limo driving away and destroy it, thinking he died in the explosion. Mason wasn't convinced.
Satisfied, Mason?
No, not yet. Not until I see the body.
Dragovich, did you confirm the kill?
Trust me. That rat bass is a fucking charcoal briquette.
January 21st, 1968. Mason and Hudson are sent to Khe Sanh, Vietnam to investigate evidence of Soviet involvement. Woods makes his entrance in the most patriotic way possible. Mason says something to Woods that makes Woods very insecure about his appearance.
Woods, you look like hammered shit.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't.
The three enter a vehicle and proceed to their mission objective in Hue City. Suddenly, a massive ambush is sprung and crashes their vehicle. Woods makes the call to stay and help defend Khe Sanh against the North Vietnamese army.
Don't let your kids watch it!
After pushing through countless waves of NVA, Hudson suggests that it's over. Woods says otherwise.
It's over. No. This is the start of something else. They'll be back.
But unfortunately for Mason, karma's a bitch.
You look like hammered shit, Mason.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
February 2nd, 1968. Mason had established contact with an unknown Russian defector in Hue City. Apparently, he had intel on Dragovich. However, it was believed the defector was dead. Mason could not accept this and proceeded on with the mission. The NBA had surrounded the city, destroying any MAC-V resistance in their way. Rappelling down from a helicopter is so boring. So instead, Mason and Woods decided smashing through a window would look a lot more cinematic.
Hotel 6, come back. Hotel 6, do you roger? Lima 9, Hotel 6 is gone.
They were right. With Bowman providing air support, they pushed further toward the objective. Discovering the safe room had been breached, Mason refused to give up and fought towards the command center where he believed the defector fell back to. He was right.
Mason.
Reznov. How'd you get out of Vorkuta?
Yes, let's hear about how Reznov made his daring escape. Well, I suppose we'll never know.
The world may never know.
Reznov tells Mason Dragovich is planning to attack the United States. After gathering the intel, Reznov and Mason rendezvous with Woods and Bowman, who don't seem to be in the nice to meet you kind of mood.
Are these your men?
Woods, Bowman.
I am Reznov. Victor.
What took you so long, Mason? That intel better be worth it. Lima Niner, where the hell's our pickup?
Pushing toward the LZ for extraction with the help of some air support.
Enemy down!
And taking out some enemy equipment on the way.
Good work, Mason!
The team arrives too late. After being told they cannot be extracted via helicopter, the Navy comes in clutch and extracts the team via boat. Sprinting to the boat, Woods cannot help himself and proves he is a true American badass once more.
America! America! Fuck yeah!
February 9th, 1968. Hudson and Weaver are located in Kowloon City, Hong Kong, attempting to find clues on Dragovich's whereabouts. The two are seen interrogating Dr. Clark, a chemical engineer who helped formulate Nova 6. More on that later. Clark hasn't eaten in a few days, so Hudson feeds him, and even helps him chew. How thoughtful. However, Clark never learns table manners and spits it out. The team is then ambushed by uninvited guests and forced to continue dinner later. Clark was touched by Hudson and Weaver's hospitality and wanted to return the favor. He opens his fridge and offers them some water, but doesn't tell them it's unfiltered and is filled with lead. Like, a lot of it. This video is not sponsored by Brita. Unless...
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
They decide to invite their guests to eat with them. With a full belly, Clark tells the two where Dr. Steiner is located. More on that later. Clark blows up what's left of his research, and they continue to move to extraction. You begin to defend Clark while he opens a door with a combination on it. However, Clark's luck is about to run out. One last leap of faith leads him to almost falling off the roof.
I got you!
Hudson grabs Clark at the last minute and asks him what the numbers mean.
What about the numbers, Clark? Oh, yes! They're the key!
October 29th, 1945. Reznov and his team are directly tasked by Dragovich to bring in the Nazi scientist Dr. Friedrich Steiner back alive.
Disobey this order, and you will be shot.
Reznov wasn't the best of friends with Dragovich and Kravchenko. I'll touch more on this in a possible World at War video, but here's a quick breakdown. In World at War, Reznov was promised reinforcements by Dragovich and Kravchenko, but never got them, leaving him and his men to fend for themselves. After eliminating the rest of the Nazis, Dr. Steiner is captured. And for some reason, I love the way this line is said.
Do not point that weapon at me, Russian dog!
Damn, I bet Reznov wants to kill his ass right now. Shame. While Dragovich and Steiner catch up like old friends, Kravchenko finishes off the Nazi POWs. You and your team escort Dragovich, Steiner, and Kravchenko further into an abandoned ship. On your way inside, Steiner sheds more light on Project Nova.
In 43, the Fuhrer realized the Allies could not be held back for much longer. We began to look for more unconventional solutions.
He continues to explain that they would have used this weapon to launch an attack on Washington, D.C. and Moscow, crippling both superpowers at once. However, their plan was foiled. The Nazis were defeated, and British bombers destroyed the ship, leaving it stuck in the ice. They all enter a room thinking the weapon will be used under Russian control, but they were wrong. Dragovich wanted to see the effects of the gas personally and betrayed Reznov and his team by throwing them in the gas chambers.
It was also an opportunity to remove a thorn in his side.
As Reznov watched his closest friend Dmitri die like an animal,
the Western Allies circled like vultures.
Reznov and his men fight through Russian and British forces, arming explosives to the ship, ensuring no one has access to this super weapon. Reznov concludes his story with a single sentence that will haunt Mason for years to come.
Dragovich, Kravchenko, Steiner. These men must die, must die, must die, must die, must die, must die.
Hey guys, I'm going to end the video here, but don't worry, I'm splitting this into two parts. The next video is literally going to be posted hopefully right after this one, so go check that out. There might be an annotation here, I don't know if there is or not, but if there is, go click on that. However, if there's not, just go back to my, channel and go check out that next video. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, favorite, all that nice jazz, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!